What's up, guys? Welcome back to Empower People Today. It's Manny here. I want to say thank you for all the love and support on my last video. Continue to share, subscribe, and comment. It's really appreciated. Today, I will be talking a little bit about the 5 a.m. Club. This book introduced a lot of great things for me, and I just want to share with you guys. It's not really knowledge that I created myself or that I figured out throughout the journey of life, but it's something that this book has taught me that I feel like is very valuable to you guys, and I just want to share with you guys. I will get into it. So it's 4 steps. It's kind of like the 4 basic steps of life on how to maximize your time, potential, and productivity. A little bit behind this book. This book is just talking about how basically waking up at 5 a.m., waking up before the sun rises, is how you maximize your days and how you get the most out of your days and how you can fully master something. What a lot of people, have a hard time understanding, especially when they're quote unquote busy, is that you can be productive with more of your time. This book also talks about how getting away from technology and finding your true self again. And that's just the biggest thing nowadays. Nowadays, everyone is acting or being someone they're not because social media or because the way they see other people, and they feel like they got to do the same thing. So today I'm just going to be talking about the 4 interior empires this book talks about. It just basically gives you good understanding about how life really works and how you can kind of put some of these tools to use and it will help your everyday life. So let's get into it. So I'm gonna read a little bit out of the book. So the first interior empire. So the 4 interior empires are mindsets, heartsets, healthsets, and SoulSets. And they're kind of self-explanatory. Mindset is the way you think, your mental. Your heartset is, generally what you feel in your heart and kind of like your everything. Your heart is, people in this book talks about, people always talk about, especially nowadays, like how they're just trying to have like the strongest mental and how everyone wants to just be like this mental guru and everyone wants to just be like mentally strong and stable. But that all starts from your heart. I mean, if you don't have a pure heart and, you aren't forgiving and you're not holding on to things in the past, how are you supposed to mentally be able to be free? Because still, at the end of the day, it's about how you feel, and then it all triggers down from the way you feel to the way your heart feels to the way your mind feels, and then we go into your soul, and then also the way your health is. You also got to be physically healthy, eat right, different types of body, the different types of fluids and foods you put in your body really determines the way how happy you're going to be, and a lot of people don't understand that. They're just either killing themselves with the food they put in or the way their mental is. So the 4 sets, I would call them, heart set, soul set, health set, and mindset, is big. So this is the first time I'm actually really hearing about this, and I'm going to talk about it a little bit. All right, so the first one we're going to talk about is mindset. How to shape and mold your mindset into a productive mindset, into a mindset that will help you reach greatness. At the end of the day, that's the ultimate goal, is to reach greatness. This book also helped me changing my mindset in terms of, okay, you can get from bad to good to great, and then great to mastery. So you really just want to master your craft. You want to be not just only financially free, not only just be, wealthy and have everything you want, but you also want to make an impact in the world. You also want to be like, the next greatest thing. Like everyone, you don't want just the people in your industry to know about you. You want everyone in the world to know about you. And this is what the book is helping me realize. Like, as a basketball player, we all want to be Jordan, but like, I want to be Jordan times 10. I want everyone to know who I am, on the court, off the court, and actually as a person. So how we shape our mindset. So what this book has taught me is shaping your mindset it's a consistent thing, and the book always talks about being consistent. Consistency is key. I actually have a post talking about consistency. Like, you really just have to be consistent on trying to develop and program your mind. Another thing the book talks about is always being able to forgive. It had a quote in the book, and it said, "I do agree with you that human beings have a tragic habit of remembering things you would be smart to forget and forgetting the wonderful things it would be wise to remember." And that just says like, and that just talks about how like, everyone seems to hold on to the things that they should easily forget, or that they dealt with, and that they're holding on and that's weighing them down, but then forget about all the growth they endured going through that situation. So people, us humans, we love to clinch onto the things that hurt us most, and it's crazy to think about, but it's the truth. I mean, if you look back, and you don't have to write in the comments if it's true or not, but if you look back and think about like all the things you've been through, all the trials and tribulations, quote unquote, we talk about, you tend to remember the bad things that happen. And in majority of life, and majority of the life you're living, it's more good than bad, because you wake up every day living. So what people don't understand is that we have to let go. We have to let go of everything that we're holding on to that was in the past, because we can't fix it. And we can't do anything about it. But what we got to do is push for the future. And what we got to do is continue to grow and continue to acknowledge the fact that we're getting better as human beings. So that's the biggest thing with mindsets, like I was speaking on. You definitely have to have the consistency. You have to be able to forgive and forget and believe in yourself. And that's the biggest thing about trying to change your mindset, is having consistency, believing in yourself, and being able to forgive and forget. So the next one we're going to talk about is Heartset. This is kind of my favorite one, because the book also talked about how, everyone, and I explained it a little bit before, is like everyone, is always so eager and concerned about what's going on in their mind, but no one ever thinks about what's really going on in their heart, how they truly feel, what's weighing them down, what's holding them back. That's it, man. Like, your heart is everything, bro. Like, your heart is the reason why you're living. That's the thing that keeps you going. So it's crazy that people forget that. But if your heart is not free and your heart is not just pure, how are you supposed to mentally be free? How are you supposed to be healthy? And like I said, people forget that. People don't really check their heart. They're quick to check their mind, because their mind will be racing and put them in places that that they never seen before, and be like, that's not true, that's not the truth. But at the end of the day, you and your heart have to come together and figure out whether you're really happy and genuinely true or not. And once you figure out what's holding you back, and all the heartaches you're having, and everything that you're suffering from, you can get through the mental lapses, you can get through the health lapses, like you can get through everything else after that. But you have to come in tune with your heart. It's pretty simple. I mean, your heart is your biggest thing. So like, I think us as people, we have to stop putting our mind first, or our physical appearance first, and really focus on the heart. And then the next one we'll be talking about is your Healthset, man. Your Healthset is big. I think that's probably my best one right now, because I am physically healthy. I try to manage what I eat. For the most part, I do work out consistently, and that's what the book talks about. But basically exercising, and how exercising can make you happy. Exercising could make you less stress, and the things that being healthy and fit and eating right could do for you is tremendous, and a lot of people don't understand that. As an athlete, that's some of the things that I do understand, because like, that's the physical part of it. You could get up and work out. You can't get up and be like, okay, I want to read books, or get up and be like, I want to research how to develop or meditate. That's the harder part for me, I would say. But for sure, your Healthset is a big one too. You definitely got to remain healthy. It's just like everyone says, feel good, look good. You are good. So you just got to continue to try to be healthy, physically. And try to put the right things in your body, because it also talks about how to get to greatness and achieve greatness. If you're healthy, you have more time to do so. And as right now, the biggest thing right now with people is we're just wasting time. So, if you have an extra 10 years on your life because you was working out and you were healthy and you were eating right, that only gives you an extra 10 years to achieve greatness and to be exactly at the level you want to be and reach that mastery we're talking about. So the last one I would like to talk about is SoulSet. SoulSet's big on me. But before I say SoulSet, it necessarily doesn't have to mean religion. And before I don't want to scare anybody away. Like, you feel like if you're listening to me, you have to be religious. In no sense you do. But for me, how I interpret SoulSet is getting in tune with God. Personally, I am very religious, and I am a Christian, and I'm very involved in my relationship with God. I'm committed, and I know that before everything, like, He comes first, and I know that, you know, as I continue to put Him first, He's going to continue to show me my blessings, and that He doesn't judge anyone. He's always forgiving, and it's all about if, like, you want to put that time into building a relationship with Him, so He can forgive you if you're somebody in need of that, which we all are. So, you know, this is probably the biggest one for me in terms of, like, what I'm trying to do is, you know, especially with this pandemic, it's very hard because churches are not open, and usually that's, you know, that's not an excuse. I'm still, like, you know, reading my Bible, and I'm still talking to God, and I'm praying, and this, that, third. But at the end of the day, church moves me a different way. You know what I mean? Going in there, being around other people that are child of God, and just continuing to worship with, you know, my peers or my family and my friends, and it's a wonderful feeling. So, you know, I'm definitely missing that. Not so much because I want to, but because of the situation we are in the world. I do try to, you know, either get on Facebook Live when pastors are preaching or whatever the case may be. But I really, yeah, this is a big one for me. Quick shout out to Pastor Emmy. He's actually been a big influence on my life. He don't really even know that, but he actually he's moved me in a lot of ways. He understands how to connect with the young youth, and he understands how to speak the word of God and get it to us in the right way where, you know, it can shift our mindset. So big shout out to him. Again, that's my four topics I want to talk about. Again, I want to say thank you guys for coming and watching. I appreciate all the love and support. I'm going to continue to put out videos regardless of whatever the likes, the comments, the views. This is just, honestly, it's personally for me, and my self-development and my self-growth, giving back to whoever wants to be able to, you know, hear my message. So just continue to support, be positive, be healthy, stay safe. We love you, and thank you. Peace out.